15s, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in them. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It's second down.
Job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Minshew. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Whitney Merciless picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. A gain of 6 there on first.
There's a good reception there by Will Fuller. And if you're looking for breakout players in 2020, he's a big-time candidate for it because he has a rapport with Deshaun Watson. And now with DeAndre Hopkins no longer in Houston, he could be their top receiver.
Yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Watson off play action. Looking for steals here, and it's intercepted. Miles Jack, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
16 yards. And a Jaguar first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a first carry here for Robinson. Ross Blacklock on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now with Robinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here comes Carter. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, huge thank you.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by Miles Jack. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. Taken in at the 22. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
First down. It's Robinson. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Minshew. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. From the 50, it's Watson. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Al Woods able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
At their own 14-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run. Robinson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
2 yards.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Minshew sets to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They run it with Balaj. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too. It
is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kalen Balaj, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
For 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run here with Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 45 on second down, Minshew. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, Jacksonville.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
17 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Escaping the pressure. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
4-yard gain.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. Running it with Armstead. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laquell Armstead, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He's got a man, complete. And this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. A big play there just before halftime. 68 yards.
7-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Out of the gun, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? From the gun, here's Watson. This is caught. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Kalen Balaj with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Texans 14, Jaguars 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
To Will Fuller. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
Second down at 5. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Off of play action, it's Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
It's a gain of
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now Balaj. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Watson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
The 11-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
4 brings up 3rd and 6.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, Watson steps away to it, and this results in 6. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Jacksonville.
Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Texans 21, Jaguars 14. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Faking the give. Now Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. attack. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Watson to give. This is Johnson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to, and if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now a handoff looking right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
He was covered by...
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again is Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Eluding the pressure. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Jags grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 40. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark.
Minshew's
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
gain of a yard.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw. And she's going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this across midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 43-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The first down carry here for Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The ball carrier.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
They'll try and run with Balaj. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
On first down, Johnson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They go to Johnson again. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 22.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Balaj. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
In on the stop. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Catch there by Brandon Cooks. And it's hard to believe that he's on his 4th team in 5 years because he's produced everywhere that he's been. Houston hoping to see the Brandon Cooks that they saw in New Orleans, in New England, and in Los Angeles. 2019, though, was his first year under 1,000 yards since 2014. He's looking for a bounce back.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 28-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Throwing now, Watson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Makes the score Texans 28, Jaguars 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
The ball carrier.
That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34.